Hey everybody, my name is to you, and welcome to the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee demo. I'm fairly relatively new to the Pokemon series. I've only really played Pokemon X, XT Go Darkness, and that's pretty much it in terms of the mainline series. But I've been really looking forward to the Let's Go games. I unfortunately wasn't able to get them around launch time, but I've been really looking forward to Let's Go Eevee in particular, because Eevee is by far my favorite Pokemon in the entire series. So without further ado, let's go! Quite literally.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Are you the new ones going to help me with a bit of my Pokemon research? Now that's the spirit. I can see your partner Eevee is full of energy too. Now then. I want you to explore Viridian Forest freely, and catch Pokemon, battle Pokemon, and just do everything you can. I'll be waiting farther into the forest. Now, go have fun with Eevee.
Pokemon fans, I am very sorry for butchering his voice. I know Professor Oak has a pretty iconic voice in terms of the Pokemon fanbase, and I am very sorry for completely ruining it for you people. But anyway, this is the gimmick with the Pokemon Let's Go games. You use the Joy-Cons, most controls, to capture the Pokemon, and it has a similar feeling to the Pokemon Go mobile game on iOS and Android and all that good stuff. You probably want, it's probably a good idea to have the wrist strap on this game. I don't know where my wrist strap is at the moment, so hopefully I don't break anything. But basically, toss your Joy-Con like you're tossing a Pokeball. Don't actually toss a Joy-Con, but just move a moving gesture, thinking like you were going to do it. But don't actually throw the controller, because that would lead to broken televisions, and broken dreams, and broken bank accounts.
Number 19, Rattata, the mouse Pokemon. It's very purple indeed. It was inspired by Spyro the Dragon.
Alright, so I'm going to be trying to capture as many of these Pokemon as I possibly can. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a list for all the Pokemon that are in this area. I did find one for the main game, but the thing is, not all of them, all the Pokemon in this demo were on that list. Like, there was a Psyduck in this demo, but there wasn't one on the list that I found. So I'm not entirely sure how accurate that one is, or if there's just some Pokemon in the demo that you can't catch in Viridian Forest in the normal game. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, so I do apologize for that. I will try to catch as many as I possibly can, though. But before we go any further, there is one more really cool thing that I'd like to talk about after we check out Pidgey's data, of course.
Number 16, Pidgey, the tiny bird Pokemon. It's a bird. It flies around. Yay, it's always angry, though.
Oh, Pidgey, why are you so mad? Alright, real quick, I'm gonna press the X button real quick and check out my party. Because there's something that's really cool in this game, because you can have your Pokemon out in the overworld with you. So let's take out Meowth with us. Eevee will always be on your head, or Pikachu if you're playing on the Let's Go Pikachu version. And Meowth will actually follow you around, so that's gonna be something that's pretty neat. I believe all the Pokemon in this game will follow you around, so that's something that's pretty neat. This right here may seem familiar if you played Super Smash Bros. This is Jigglypuff. So, let's go capture her. Excuse me. I always have a bit of a problem catching the ones when they go off the side. Thankfully, we have more Pokeballs that we know what to do with. Let's see if this works. It didn't work. This isn't a problem with the most controls. It's just my problem with not being good at this. Excuse me, Jigglypuff. Get in the Pokeball. Okay, that was the most controls problem. I was aiming perfectly. There we go. If you break out of the Pokeball, I'm going to be not a happy person. You broke out of the Pokeball! Jigglypuff? 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 Why would you break out of the Pokeball? You broke out of it twice! Stop it! Get in there, you twerp! There we go. Man, Jigglypuff escaped twice in the demo. If that's not the Let's Play curse or just me being bad at Pokemon in general, I don't know what is. And I am bad at Pokemon.
Number 39, Jigglypuff, the balloon Pokemon. For whatever reason, this one was included in Super Smash Bros. And has remained there to this day. It's super adorable. Who can resist?
Alright, we have a couple more Pokemon in this area, so I'm gonna go try to catch one of these things. A Nidoran. I believe that's the male one. I believe the purple ones are the male. Yep, it is. Purple ones are male, blue ones are female. I don't know if they're a different number or anything like that, because I don't think they do that for a whole lot of Pokemon. Oh, we got an excellent. Excellent. Maybe it is a different number, because I remember Gregorba's Gaming telling me something like that. I don't know. So if there is a blue one, we will try to find one of them.
Number 32, Nidoran, Poisoned In Pokemon. You multiply this number by 2, you get 64, just like Nintendo 64.
And that's a creative and original joke, if I do say so myself. I am a comedic genius. It's part of my charm. That, and I'm also just gosh darn adorable. Not really. I'm not. I'm evil. We got a PG already, so I want to fight you. There was a lot of controversy when this game came out over the fact that you wouldn't be able to find Pokemon, you wouldn't fight Pokemon in the wild. Personally, I'm more than okay with this, because I cannot stand random encounters in video games. The reason why I'm more fine with it in Earthbound is because of the fact that you can see the enemies in the overworld, and that is exactly why I'm fine with it here, because you can see the Pokemon on the overworld, so if you don't want to fight one, you can just stay away from it and not waste a whole lot of time. I really like this system, and I can see why some people don't like it, but personally, I'm more than fine with it, and I hope it becomes a serious staple.
Pokedex number 69, Bellsprout, the flower Pokemon. That number. I'm so immature.
I'm sorry, I'm so immature. A detail I really like is that the trainer will move the grass around when they're walking through it. It's a really neat detail. I believe we already caught this. Yep, we did. That right there can kind of be considered a random encounter because the fact that they were so small we couldn't even see them in the grass. So there are a few things like that. We ran into another rat. You know what? I'm going to catch you anyway. Just because I feel like it. One other thing that I know a lot of people don't really like about this game is the fact that when you're playing in TV mode, you can only either play with a single Joy-Con or with a Pokeball Plus controller. The Pokeball Plus controller, personally, I think is way overpriced. It's like $50 or something like that. And I don't know if it's compatible with the games other than Pokemon Let's Go. I don't think it is because it's only like 2 buttons on there and a circle pad. Or something like that. But this game is available to control with a single Joy-Con. That's kind of cool, but at the same time, I have giant hands, so that could be a little bit uncomfortable after a while. I did play this game in handheld mode on the Switch, because this is a Nintendo Switch game, and it is portable, so that's pretty neat. I did prefer how it worked there, because it felt a little bit easier to aim, and you also had the Meowth, who is... I thought that was my partner. Alright, let's go catch you. I really like this character because this is the first Pokemon that I remember being a thing. Because my first experience with Pokemon was watching a little bit of the anime when I was in the 1st grade. Some friends at school wanted me to watch it, so I watched an episode or so. I don't remember anything about the episode itself. All I remember is Meowth, Jesse, and James were in a balloon or something like that. Oh, I didn't do the Pokedex entry. That's gonna bother me. Okay, while I scroll through this, I just want to say, fun story. We did a Nintendo Switch Direct discussion recently, and we were playing like a little game afterwards to see if we can memorize all the Pokedex names. I could barely remember any of them, and it was just really funny because they were like, because they were cringing at my guesses.
Pokedex number 52, Meowth, the Scotch Cat Pokemon.
Alright, we got a couple of new Pokemon in this area, so I'm gonna go for you first, because you look adorable. I remember them saying that they were considering making Psyduck the mascot for the second game. I'm really glad they didn't, though, because, first of all, Eevee is way better than Psyduck. Anybody who disagrees with me has their own opinion, and I'll respect that. But I also think, in terms of marketing, it's better that they didn't go with this, because this is going to be a very silly reason, but Pikachu and Psyduck are both yellow, so it'd be a little bit hard to differentiate the two games when you're not looking at the logos. I'm sorry that doesn't make sense to a lot of you, but a big part of marketing is trying to make it so that your logo is recognizable, even if you can't read the language or something like that.
Number 54, Psyduck, the duck Pokemon. Duck, goose!
This is a Pikachu over here. We haven't seen you in the wild.
What the? You're not a Pikachu! You're not a Pikachu!
You're an impersonator. You're an Imperskichu. Imperskichu, yes, that's your name. That is your official name. No one can tell me otherwise. Imperskichu. Alright, where is that Pikachu? There you are.
Aw, it's a female Pikachu. It's got a little heart tail.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so adorable. You're so adorable. You're adorable.
You are. You are.
I'm gonna name this Pikachu Ryan Reynolds just because of the Detective Pikachu movie coming out. Which, by the way, I gotta say, I'm amazed with how good that movie looks.
Pokedex number 25, Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon. As if you need me to describe this one. It's just so adorable.
Oh, that's so cute. Is Pichu in this game? No, Pichu is a Johto Pokemon. That at least I know. When we were doing that Pokedex game, like, part of me was being serious about this, but part of me was just guessing because we'd say numbers like name number 25, and I'd say things like Torchic or Skarmory or Hoopa. Actually, something funny about that is the fact that I kept annoying James by saying Hoopla instead of Hoopa. James, if you're ever watching this, I apologize. Ooh, this is Bulbasaur. I believe this is number 1 on the Pokédex.
Excellent! Exclamation point!
I really like how the Joy-Con DHC Rumble vibrates when you throw the Pokemon, and you can like feel the Pokemon inside the controller. It just feels so good. Meowth and Pikachu have leveled up.
Pokedex number 1, Bulbasaur, the seed Pokemon. Why is this one number 1? I don't know. He was number 1.
Alright, I'm admittedly a bit lost. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I think we want to head to the right side of the forest. What do you have to say?
I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they'll be able to protect me.
Unless I catch them first, and then they'll turn on you. The plot of Pokemon Gen 8 is confirmed. I'm the villain. Team Gator shall rule all. You know what? That would actually be a really cool what the... Oh, I clicked the right thumbstick and it apparently did something. Oh! Oh, we can do something here. I didn't know we could do this in the demo. Oh.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
Eevee, you're so precious. Eevee, you're so adorable. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh, you're following the hand. Oh. Oh. Oh, that warms my heart. Oh, that was so precious. Eevee, you're the best.
Hey, do you know if Bulbasaur appears in the forest?
You are challenged by Last Brittany. Well, I guess it's a chance to see the female Nidoran. Why is that girl smiling while watching? Why are they both smiling when watching the Pokemon fighting? Alright, so yeah, in case you were worried about the fact that there would be no battles in this game, there are battles. They're just trainer, which I don't mind because I don't like repetitive fighting in RPGs, and there's nothing more repetitive than random encounters. So at least with the trainers, you know where they're coming from. So if you want to avoid them, you can if you want. So that's the reason why I'm fine with random encounters not being a thing in this game.
Would you listen to what I have to say, please?
No.
I heard from a friend that they saw a Bulbasaur around here. It wasn't registered in their Pokedex, though. I wonder if it was true.
Yep, it is. I got one myself, and you can't have it. Unless you ask nicely, in which case I may consider. This area just looks so pretty, you know? Yeah, there are some people who were upset that, oh, this Pokemon game doesn't look that good, it just looks like an HD 3DS game, but I think this art style really works for Pokemon, because Pokemon has a very anime-esque look to it, but I don't know, it's just something about the way they did it in this game. I think it looks really good. Like, obviously they could step it up a little bit if they want to really wow people with Gen 8, but they don't need to make Pokemon look super realistic. This is a good art style for the series.
Do you want to know the trick to throwing a Pokeball well?
You're challenged by Lass... Jocelyn? Jocelyn? I don't know. I'm sorry if anybody out there has that name and I'm butchering it. I'm not very good with names. I can barely remember my own name. It's got letters and numbers in it. Alright, let's take out you. The really nice thing about this game is that your starter Eevee and Pikachu will have more variety of moves than what they'd normally be able to find in the wild. Something that's pretty neat. The unfortunate thing is that Eevee can't evolve, and I think that's a little silly because I think Pokemon XD handled that really well. Eevee was the starter in that game as well, and you can evolve it into whatever evolution you wanted in that game. And I think that was a great way to teach you the not only the evolution system, but also the strengths and weaknesses of each type advantage and things like that. I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity with this one, but I think they also handled Pikachu and Eevee pretty well in this game. I mean, they just look so adorable. Eevee has a hat. It's just so cute.
Your battle was right on target.
Why do you look so upset? You complimented me. Why do you look upset? Like, I don't want to compliment you. All I want is bubblegum. Bazooka bubblegum. Throw a Pokeball to hit the center.
You know, the center of those two rings, right?
Your voice kind of changed mid-sentence, but whatever. Alright then, let's continue on this way. Oh, we're almost done with the demo. I don't want to be almost done with the demo. I'm having so much fun. This game is fun. I'm really looking forward to getting the full game. I unfortunately wasn't able to get the full game when they came out because I could only afford to get one at the time, and it was Smash Brothers. So hopefully I'll be able to get this game relatively soon. There is one more Pokemon in this area that I remember being in the demo, so I'm going to go look for it for a little bit. It's definitely not one of you two. It's not you. Actually, there's two Pokemon that I'm thinking of. We did see a blue Nidoran, but we didn't see one in the wild, so I'm going to see if I can find them real quick. While I go through here, there's another thing I'd like to mention about this demo. It's going to be random depending on whether you're going to start with Eevee or Pikachu, and whether you're going to be starting with a boy or a girl trainer. It seems for the most part, because I downloaded this off the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee page, that it seems I'm starting with Eevee most of the time. And I've also been starting with a female trainer most of the time, but I'm not entirely sure if anything determines whether or not one's going to be more common than the other. Alright, we bumped into another Pokemon trainer battle, and while we go through this, I want to explain a fun story. In the middle of that Pokedex game that myself, Great Purpose Gaming, and the James Wars were playing. When they were when they named a random number, while you said that, I was quietly typing on my computer to Google what that Pokedex number was, the first one they said was the pre-evolution to Beware from Sun and Moon. So the first picture that I saw was the one in the middle of the screen, which was Beware, so that was my guess, and they were impressed for a moment, like, wow, I can't believe you actually got that. But I couldn't lie, I confessed that I Googled it because I'm a bad person. Alright, so I looked around for a little bit longer, and I couldn't find the Pokemon I was looking for. The one other Pokemon was an Oddish, and I unfortunately couldn't find it, but I know it's in the demo somewhere. And I also couldn't find a female Nidoran around here anywhere. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to demonstrate those in the video. So without further ado, let's go talk to Professor Oak, because our research is done.
Are you done with your research? No!
You don't say anything. What does the sign say? Pewter City ahead, okay. I think I made it there in my Pokemon Yellow playthrough. Yeah, I did, because I made it to the boat. And the boat's further along in the game than the Pewter Town.
I'm glad you made it here, and you did well too, Eevee. Well, what did you think of the world of Pokemon? Oh, I see you've got 12 Pokemon. You've got the potential to be a fantastic Pokemon trainer. There are many more Pokemon in this world waiting to be discovered by you. I look forward to the day we'll meet again.
And with that, we're in this video off here, so thank you all so much for watching this demo for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and next time, let's get rid of you. Oh yeah. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster. Make their way to the top of the hill. Each time you try, gonna get just a little bit better. Each step you climb is one more step up the ladder. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude. But you still gotta catch 'em all and be the best that you can be. Pokemon, let's go. Pokemon, let's go.